Welcome back to Mornings at ANC. It is indeed a season of giving, and today we have two inventors spreading Christmas cheer to people in need. We have businessman and Filipino-American Rogelio Santos Jr., who invented the butterfly house, which helps homeless people, specifically those displaced by Super Typhoon Yolanda. We also have Nicole Ring, relationship manager of Loud Bastard, a Cebu-based social enterprise that aims to help the deaf through bamboo amplifiers. Good morning and welcome to Mornings at ANC.
Good morning.
Okay, so first of all, let us talk about each of your products. Let's start with Loud Bastard. Tell us, what inspired you to come up with such a product intended for the deaf?
Basically, it was 3 years ago. Ko Onozawa, the CEO and co-founder, they were out with some friends and they came up with this product, the bamboo amplifier. After which they came up with a hybrid, and then they decided, because he has a gardener with them that's deaf, so he wanted to give back to the community, and he partnered up with Starkey Foundation so they could help by giving hearing aids so the kids could learn to hear music. And it's basically just about
So
doing
was
that.
this the first design and that one is the second one?
Yes, the amplifier was the first design. So it's just made out of bamboo and rattan. And then the second one is the hybrid, which is made out of mahogany.
Is it
Philippine
by
mahogany.
accident that you discovered this by accident, that this one can actually amplify sound, or has it been proven that bamboo does that?
It was by accident on our end. It was by accident. So they were just, you know how it's like putting a phone into a cup? So basically it's about, we redesigned the whole idea and came up with the
And how
bamboo.
loud can it go
That really
compared to
varies.
the normal speakers that we have?
Well, it just amplifies it, so it does vary on your phone. Unlike the hybrid, since there's already electrical components, it is louder than the bamboo.
Really? Louder?
Yeah.
This one is louder
This
than
one
this
is
one.
louder, yes.
And what is the rationale behind the design of it? How does it work exactly? So you put the phone here.
So for this one, you just have to like pop in your phone. Very simple, very easy. People get creative putting in their what do you call this? Their burger speakers. While for this one, you just have to really quickly put your phone on top. I could demo it for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sure.
Just on top.
Yeah, just
Amazing.
on top. So example, this is my music now.
Alright.
And then
Oh my God, that is really
really
nice.
simple. It has a dual feature,
Amazing.
so it has the amplifier, it's very minimal. But then we have
Amazing. That's really
and the
nice.
volume. The volume is all controlled from your phone.
And what's amazing about this is that you don't need to use electricity to power it or batteries.
Exactly.
It's also very portable. You can bring it anywhere. Okay, so let's go to Vaughn's. Tell us about the butterfly houses. So obviously we don't have a house right here, but
Not right here.
how are you able to conceptualize the butterfly houses?
Well, first of all, the butterfly house, there's a lot of houses. What's unique about the butterfly house is that it's a house that folds. And so what you're looking at is you're talking about an entire structure that can be assembled in 10 minutes. But what ends up happening is that when you fold it, they're actually 2 feet wide. So, for example, if there's a disaster that takes place or something that happens where we need a lot of houses right away, I can send over a truck, and I can send 2 trucks over and put up an entire village within a day.
How many houses can fit inside a truck?
We have
How
around,
many sets?
We've shown around 15 to 16, depending on the size of the truck. So, for example, 2 trucks is 30 houses. That's 30 families.
Wow, amazing.
So we've actually done deployments in Tacloban, for example, where we've actually set up 54 houses one time in 4 days, and just to actually show that it can be done very quickly. And the way that it works, we're able to actually create, actually what you're looking at right now is one of our newer models. This is the new model we're coming out with next year. It's inspired by the Nipa hut. So you're actually seeing the Nipa hut version, and this is, in one sense, we have houses that we've given out throughout last year. Next year, we're actually going to be giving livelihood projects, so now we're creating a butterfly mini mall.
This is a really great invention, something that does the house cost? Because I believe that you also accept donations from people.
Yes, yes.
How much does a whole house cost?
So
One house.
we have two markets actually. So when we started this project, it was designed for disaster relief work, and then all of a sudden we started getting calls from like hotels and commercial and construction companies. So we have a different pricing for commercial application because that's for business, right? But for the disaster response, we've actually lowered it to around 5,000 pesos per square meter. So for example,
Wait, in total.
so for
it's
example,
how much?
an 18 square meter house is 90,000 pesos. And that gives you the ability to actually set up right away, and they order in bulk. And that allows us to actually have a very low cost product for disaster response. We have products that we've deployed that are worth as low as 50,000 pesos. These are houses, right? And they're still there, after all this time.
All right, these are great designs, Loud Bastard Butterfly houses, and I believe that you have just won awards in you for design and you for the 10 outstanding young men.
Yes.
Did you ever expect this to win an award?
Well, for us, we won the award in Hong Kong for In Bed with Designers. So out of 15 countries and 15 designers, we topped it off with a unanimous decision from the judges. And we really did not expect it. It came as a big surprise.
Why do you think that your product win? What made it stand out from the rest?
The judges, they quoted us saying it was one of a kind invention. It was just something creative, something new, different, which helped.
Do you have like a special community making these speakers?
Yeah, back in Cebu. So we help out with these community. We work with farmers together with the factory. So they help out. They source the wood for us. They do it. Everything is handmade, specifically every detail.
And how do you determine like the color and the design? Are you planning to come out with new editions of the Loud Bastard in the future?
Yes, we are. This is gonna be our new one, the Shell Amplifier.
So it's made of a different material.
Yes, it's made of
Totally
natural.
different
It's
design.
totally different design. Everything's natural. There's nothing that we alter with this one now. So these, we're legally allowed to use it because they're mostly their food, their livelihood, and then they just get thrown away. So we give it a second life, basically.
I think one concern of people for buying these speakers is the sound quality. What can you say about that?
Well, for the sound, of course, if we use the bamboo, it just amplifies it. It's very low. But the hybrid, it's actually a personal favorite of mine also because it's pretty loud and the design also is pretty good. The Shell is louder because there are some speakers in the world that are actually designed after Shell patterns.
Okay, let's go to Vaughn's.
Yes.
Did you ever expect to win the 10 Outstanding Young Men Award? And I believe you also have another business relating to Alzheimer's disease. Tell us more about that.
Well, okay, so when it came to the TOYM awards, that was actually very surprising. It's a huge honor, number one. The other thing is, I actually am very proud to win it because it turns out that I'm actually the first. I'm the only film in the batch this year, but I'm also the first U.S.-born Filipino to actually win it. So, in other words, for me, that's important because I'm a big advocate in terms of second-generation Filipinos around the world to actually try to give back here in the Philippines. So, I've been using that as a platform.
What drives you to get into these types of businesses with a social aspect to it?
Yes, that's the thing. A lot of people ask me what the same exact question, and at the end of the day, I realize that deep down inside, I feel that there is a responsibility that I have. Everybody has a certain type of talent, a certain type of gift which they can give to the world, and for in my case, and in our cases, we are specifically Filipino with our own very unique set of challenges. So it must apply to those things.
I love how you're able to recraft entrepreneurship and put a social aspect to it. I love how you're able to fuse in the two things and to make it clear that those things don't really have to stand apart from each other. So
Exactly.
Continue what you're doing. You're definitely inspiring a lot of people with the products right here, and we're definitely looking forward to seeing more from you guys. So thank you so much for joining us this morning.
This was a pleasure. Thank you.
Coming right up, our special election series candidates continues with a closer look at Vice Presidential bet Lenny Robredo. Keep it here on Mornings at ANC.